Okay.
You can stand.
Woo!
You can stand.
We win it.
Suppose we can go ahead and get started. Once again, welcome everybody to the Social Entrepreneurship and Tech Pitch Competition brought to you by Net Impact. Just a quick word about Net Impact. Net Impact is our student club. Net Impact is a global organization. We have over 100,000 members worldwide and 300 chapters at universities, just about anywhere you can think of. So if you're here today and you're not a member of Net Impact and you would like to be, go ahead and let one of us know. We have some members around that can help you get signed up if you're interested. So without further ado, let's go and get started. So there's a lot of text. Basically, our agenda is going to look something like this. We're just going to open up. That's me right now. We're going to introduce our judges. And then after that, we're going to do our team presentation. So we have 3 teams today, 1, 2, and 3. Each one is going to have about 10 minutes up here to make their pitches. Okay, so that comes with some minutes of presenting and then some minutes at the end for question and answering from our judges. So after that, we're going to have a quick break and then we're going to announce the winners. So we should be announcing winners around 5:30 or so, a little bit later after that. So yeah, that's going to be good. And then we'll do some closing remarks. So a quick overview of why we started this competition. We wanted to, the main goal was to kind of break down the silos that universities usually experience between their departments. So we knew that we had a strong business department, we had a strong technology department. We wanted to get those students to collaborate and work together because I believe in the future you will be. Technology and business are closely hand in hand. So this will give you an opportunity to get to know each other, know your fellow students in different departments, and work alongside them. So some things that you can benefit from being in this social entrepreneurship and tech competition is, the first thing is we're going to help your community. The winner of this competition, that's going to be our project, Net Impact's social project for the coming school year. So if you win, that means we're going to implement your project for the school year, and that'll be our project for Net Impact. It can boost your career. You can always tell where you're going if you're writing a resume or something like that, you know, hey, I was in a pitch competition and I won because my idea was so strong. We're gonna get a little bit rewarded. We have some merchandise that you can win at the end of the day, so there are some tangible prizes, but you can also always have those bragging rights. And of course, the number one thing is you're going to help shape the future. So since we're going to implement your idea, your ideas are going to impact the larger community, which is a really fantastic thing. All right, so I also want to say a special thank you to our sponsors and our judges today. So we have Dr. James O'Farrell from the School of Business. We have the Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Michael Flores, Dr. Sam Chung, who is the Dean of the School of Technology and Computing, and Professor Scott Zhao, who is also you're teaching here and helping out students and things like that.
So doctoral student candidate now.
Oh, you're a doctoral student candidate. Wow, that's great. Congratulations. I can't wait to also call you doctor when you're finished. Good, so our judges here are all part of the project for getting those silos broken down. So we have both of the deans from those schools, and I'm really happy that they agreed to help out and be a part of our event today. So thank you for that. We also have some sponsorship from the International Recruitment Department and ISO. They helped us pitch in for some of the goodies you have back there. Also, School of Business helped us pitch in for some of the stuff back there. So if you want some coffee or cakes or cookies or things like that, that's who we can thank for those. So thank you very much. And Kirti is back there representing, and Sabina as well. Very good. Thank you so much. Oh, I just introduced them, but here's their faces in case you forgot. Okay, so here are the teams we're going to hear from. We're just going to go in order, team 1, 2, and 3. So team 1 is the holistic and personalized approach to sleep health, which I think is going to be very fantastic. I've been having trouble sleeping lately. And then team 2 is Tuklas. Is that how you pronounce it? Tuklas. empowering community through knowledge sharing. That sounds really interesting too. And Team 3, Student Communication Forum, empowering international students at City University. That sounds really beneficial to our immediate community here as well. So thank you very much for being in the competition today. All right, so I've talked enough. It's time to hand it over to our students. I just saw some exasperations of embarrassment over there, so I hope you guys are ready. So without further ado, let's bring up our first team here. Let's see the names here. We've got Min, Viet Hyun, Jacob Blazek, An Bui, and Lin Nguyen.
Yeah.
Just to recap, our teams have a few minutes to set up because we have the laptops and things. You got to hook those up so everyone can see what's going on.
So can we start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So hello everybody. We are very excited to you have here. We are going to present you our new technology, which is application powered with AI, which will help you in the future, help with your sleeping. My name is Jacob. This is Kina, Lynn, Viet, and we all of you take you through our journey to present you our innovative product. So let's get started. Sleep health crisis. We all knew. You wake up, you feel tired. How do we solve it? Simple. We take coffee. I see multiple coffees here, which is also not good a solution. So, Mr. Duncan, you told previously, 5 minutes ago, you had problems with sleep. How did you solve it?
I haven't solved it yet.
You haven't solved it yet.
It might be the coffee.
Okay. So, if you wake up and you feel tired, you take coffee, right?
Yes.
Okay. Morning. And sometimes when you feel multiple coffees, you feel so tired.
No, I'm okay after multiple coffees.
Okay, but it's definitely not good for health,
No,
right?
it's not.
Okay.
It's not good at all.
And if you had an opportunity to try an application which will not only track your sleep, but also based on AI-powered questions, will give you a recommendation, personal, would you even try it for free?
Sure, I would try that.
Of course, I'm not thinking. So, the problem is that 27% of US people have problem feel tired after 4 or more days. And it is 90 million people from all US population. And the rest of the team will tell you how it works.
And about the unique features in the app, we'll have it's not only just showing data from sleep tracking, but it also integrates into your smartphone sensors, into your wearables, or maybe in your Apple Watch, and to keep track of your sleep status and to give advice at the time that you need it. That is our unique features.
And now so how it works. The first we will collect the data from several sources, and then we will analyze this data based on the time series model and machine learning, so we can predict the sleep issue. And after that, we can give the recommendation or warning to customer.
So for example, to be more specific and comprehensible, for example, if you have stress-related sleep issues, and then you can't do anything to improve that, and this app will detect your exact stress, and it will give your some mindfulness exercises so that you can improve your sleep. And then by the time that you improve your sleep, and then this app will continuously adapt to the advice so that it can fit you the time you need advice.
And our roadmap will come with 4 phases. The first phase, we will collect the data and develop the model. And then second, we will launch the app with core feature. And after that, we'll expand the functionality, include mental health results, and maybe a smartphone. And the last one will continue to update to improve our accuracy and personalization.
So not only we just talk about it, we actually build it. So I'm gonna use your LSTM model for this project. So why I use this? LSTM, long short-term memory, is the recurrent neural network. Usually your traditional ONN, they have trouble with long-term prediction, but this one is built for that. It's gonna be like, because sleep we have to do it long-term, so it's gonna keep long-term data and use your sequence and you, because of the architecture, we can handle it. So I'm gonna do it using the training process. So we're gonna split the data into two parts for your training data and your testing data. And then for your training data, we're gonna use machine learning technique to apply for that. And then after that, we're gonna compare with your testing data we have. And then for your evaluation, right now I use your R2 score. This means this just easy like how well our model predict. So I have the picture here, and it's so like how fit it is compare your training data and your testing data. And also I think I have your R2 score over there. Maybe it's like 88% right now. So but like it's I don't see like
You cannot see it, but it's like 80% accuracy.
so in there I use the user information sample data set, and it's gonna do like something over there. So like the user input, your sensor like your phone tracking, and then I'm gonna predict like how well your user gonna sleep. And also I'm gonna give them the recommendation later.
Yeah. So our team actually told you how our application works in practice. This is the biggest market differentiation, because modern application will nowadays tell you only how to track your sleep, but it will not give you an AI-powered system that will like help you with your with personalized in the future. So we made some numbers on how getting clients with like the business book. We know that 90 million people in the US having a problem with sleeping, and we spend budget on marketing approximately around $45,000, which means we will divide in LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and from web page, which will be PPC, and we're gonna have after first month, which will be free. The customer will pay around $6. This is our monthly revenue, annual revenue from 19,000 clients. Total first year's costs included marketing, coding, webbing, etc. We have almost $500,000. Net profit is $874,000, and the ROI, which is the return of investment for our first year, we calculated 176%. So that's all.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
listening.
I'll open up to Q&A with the judges. You have some questions?
Sure, I can start. You guys don't mind.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
All right.
I'll
Just-
just second.
I always go on I'm gonna go back to the numbers, just real quickly. The 45,000 for the marketing budget,
Mhm.
that's a monthly, or is that an annual?
Annual.
Monthly?
Annual.
Annual, okay. And the goal is you're gonna generate 19,000 clients from that marketing spend. Okay. Okay. It seems a little conservative, but I'll just let it go at that. And then you got your revenue and so on and so forth. You say your development and marketing costs are $500,000 a year. That's what I see here. So you're, just wanted to make sure I understood clearly.
I'll tell you how I came with from $45,000 to $19,000. I made some research, and if I take Instagram, for example, cost acquisition of clients, CAC, costs approximately around $2 per one client. We cannot tell it because we don't know how much it will cost in the future, maybe $3, maybe $5. But based on statistics, if I take budget $45,000 divided 4, which is 4 channels we will distribute to our clients, I take Instagram, we will spend $11,500 on Instagram, and if I know that one client costs around $2 or $3, I can basically divide how many clients we can approach.
And then the other quick question, have you done any competitive or SWOT work?
Thank you. like my case.
Yeah, you made a competitive research because it's necessary. But these competitors, they only have like sleep tracking applications.
Okay.
They will not give you a future forecast how to do this.
Okay, so it's all about the predictive
Yeah.
aspect of it. Okay.
And also recommendation. They don't give you recommendation in the use we have. You don't get it. So you have your kind of personal coach tell you like you have problem or like they will give you advice by your personal different character gonna get different advice.
Yeah, that's why we have our feature here.
Okay, so here my question is, how you will collect the data? Okay, you saw 30 days, right? Day one, I got a new app, okay, I downloaded it, okay? And you said I have to enter data. How much do I have to enter data? And
So
how long?
like with I mean our user, you're gonna you wearable. For example, if you wearable, you have like Apple Watch or you read or something. We're gonna call your API to your Apple Watch or your to your client, and then you get the data from your what you have. Like and then not only that, maybe like you don't have wearable, you don't have Apple Watch. So we not only provide that, we provide like you can put like about your manual input user. So like for example, like your how many caffeine you track today, and about some nutrition, and also like you're gonna give some like for example like how you feel, like you like before you go to sleep, how do you feel, like you have feel stress, you feel something. So like we use that data as well, and then we combine everything together to give you advice and then predict your score in the future.
So means I have to have a wearable device.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Like, but
If
we
I have
recommend
this
it.
one, I have to enter data every day, right?
Yes, if like we don't have like maybe we can. I mean, we can like upload to, for example, like we're gonna connect with your. For example, you can scan something. So maybe like I'm gonna introduce that. So you, for example, you scan your stuff, and it's already give your nutrition your time.
And usually, like in our app, we will have the health app already in the phone, so we can connect with that one instead of Apple Watch. So like it's richer than how long
A
it's
lot of data analysis, the problem is how to collect the data. I don't know even, a lot of Asian people, they are taking the medicine. I don't know how they are taking medicine very diligently, even every day. So that's why, if we don't have a data, and then your system does not work, that means in terms of collecting data, if it is not automated, then my question is it sustainable? Okay, that's my point.
So like I said, like if we have your wearable one, your user have your wearable and your user don't have your wearable, and your wearable like we can have your data easy. Just call your API through your Apple Watch. If you allow it, it's gonna collect your data from your Apple Watch to our data. So it's gonna be like we're gonna take that data on
It's
Apple
not
Watch.
exactly Apple Watch. It's like kind of like like the app in the phone. So in the phone, when we check your sleep already, like you can check by the phone like how long you sleep every day. So we can use that data.
Okay.
Is that like is that answer on a question?
Still,
Still not?
yeah,
Okay.
how you collect the data. If
How
you
we
don't
collect
collect the data, it
exactly.
does not work.
Yeah.
So also, this is the motion sense too, then even you can use it as well.
Yeah.
If you, for example, I never purchased an Apple Watch. I don't spend the money. I think this is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just because the application has multiple questions of how did you behave today? How many hours you take sleep? How many coffee did you drink? What was your meal? If you drink water or if you have sugar, I don't know, sugar water, for example. If you drink alcohol, all these data we will collect based on, for example, 10 questions that will take 1 minute. And if you will pay for it $6 per month, I would give 1 minute to, if I want to improve my sleep, I would give it 1 minute to answer, for example, 10 or 15 questions that will collect the data and give you a forecast.
We have one more question. Just a couple quick comments and a couple quick questions, if I could. First of all, good job overall. This is a clear concept. You're getting some questions, but that's healthy. And good job presenting too. Yeah, I thought just maybe a couple quick comments overall. Like when you mentioned the target market, you might want to break it down even into what you'd like to get of that market. How much? You know, what kind of goal do you have for targeting? How many people overall? I know it says 19,318.
Yeah.
Maybe showing how that's tied back to the overall market analysis. I do these pitches a lot, like at Stanford and stuff, so just bear with me a little bit, because being constructive is all. I thought it was really good opening. Also, I think maybe just covering the rest of slide 1 a little bit more in the features. I might head off some of the questions like you were hearing from the panel, because the features are so important, and that integration I think is critical. And maybe one thing you could do, I like seeing the code because it proves you've done it. If there's any kind of demo you can show just a little bit of how it works together to integrate and predict, that would be a next step for a next presentation maybe. And then let's see, yeah, then I think also just at the end, you might want to summarize and have an ask of the audience. And they always say when you make a pitch, always have an ask, you know, like, do you want money, do you want access to network resources, whatever. It ended just a little abruptly, so it's an opportunity to ask for something. And then my questions are: did you say it was free for the first month, and then the subscription kicks in?
Exactly.
Okay. I just want to clarify that. And then I guess the question is, well, one thing you could work on also further is a multiple year outlook, because you have year 1 figured out. But what do you project out 3 to 5 years? And just to help the audience see where it's headed, because investors will want to know beyond the first year. And then I had a question about what you do with the profit. Do you reinvest it, or is it a social enterprise, or is it more a for-profit enterprise?
We want to definitely improve our system because we are sure that like 80% could be more, and we want to reinvest in. And it is not like every business is ever about like making money, but not only.
Yeah.
And our secondary goal or primary goal is like to make an impact on social people who are really struggling with like sleep. This is our main mission. This is why we want to do it.
Yeah, so the comments are just meant to be constructive. A really great job overall. Good job.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Now we're going to hear from our second team. We have Christina Mano and Clark No. And I like how that first team targeted us Seattleites with the use of coffee. It's definitely applicable.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're Christina Mano, and this is Clark No, and we are here to present our pitch for the said pitch competition, which is to class empowering community through knowledge sharing. Now, first, we tackle on what are our pain points. So we have two communities that we thought of. So first is the CityU University. What are the pain points of the students? So first is CityU students, we seek opportunities to apply our skills in the real world settings. And another is that we have a limited time frame. So the average program, we have only like 2 years, and then after that, the students graduate. So aside from that, we also have the community. Now, what are the pain points of the community? We need the community, such as startups, nonprofits, and the career switchers. They need affordable hands-on guidance on essential skills. So they often lack access to the personalized practical learning resources. And they also have a hard time adapting to the digital skills and modern tools. So especially with the career switchers and the retirees, they are not familiar with project management tools such as like ClickUp, Jira, and all that. And if they want to like do something about that, it's gonna be hard for them to learn it like just like searching online. So how can we connect this to communities? Next, but before that, we empathize first, and we thought of who it will be our target market. So first, we have Emma, a small business owner. So Emma is skilled in fashion design, but she has little to no experience in digital tools and content creation. Next is we have David. David is a nonprofit coordinator. So he aims to expand their digital presence, and he wants to learn full stack development. So this is the target market for the community. Now for the students. we have Christine. Who is this girl? She is pursuing an MBA with a focus on project management. She has experience with events marketing and also does video productions. And we also have Clark. So who's this guy? Clark is a student, also CityU student, and a software engineer. So Clark is a computer science graduate and a former AI engineer at eBay who is now pursuing a second degree here at CityU to further expand his tech expertise. Now, we thought, now how can the CityU students' knowledge help the community? This is why, before we proceed with the solution, we thought of our mission statement. So what is the mission of our solution? It is to connect CityU students and faculty with community members, seeking practical professional knowledge through personalized guidance and hands-on support. So we have two values for the community. So first, for the CityU students and faculty, they will build experience, and also they will get to network and impact with the community that they connect into. So for the community members, they can gain essential skills. They will be learning the nonprofits and the startups. They can have now access to affordable, tailored learning for personalized and professional growth. And they can also get like flexible and practical support. So the community members receive guidance in digital tools, which I mentioned, such as the project management tools. So with this mission, our solution is to develop an application called To Class. So this is, it means discover in Filipino. And to further discuss about this application, I present to you our software engineer, Clark.
Thank you so much, Christine, for that overview. And I'll be now showing our 2+ app. So we'll show a demo and maybe 10 seconds of prayer of the demo working. If it does not work, we'll have the YouTube open to how it looks like. So it's basically a mobile-based app, but because it's a mobile web, you can access it in the web as well. So first, we want to know about what 2+ is, right? First, our catchphrase is where curiosity leads to connection, right? So why 2+? First, the name and the logo. 2+ means discover in Philippines. It's kind of like when Magellan went to the Philippines and discovered the Philippines. And then now you're curious why the app logo looks like that. It's basically two bamboo shoots. We have this traditional Filipino dance which is called Knikling, where you need rhythm, skills, and dance so that you could basically jump in and out in that bamboo shoots where they crop that bamboo shoot there. Okay? So that's why the logo. So with the problem and goals, Christine has already mentioned and how we solve our problem, but as for the technical implementation, it's basically, again, using a React mobile native, and then at the back end, we'll deploy that in Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure, and then again, we'll hook up with some OpenAI or basically any LLMs for that one, right? So we'll go along quickly with the features. First is, you can quickly check the mentors page, and you can see, let's say, Christine. I want to see what her skills are, or maybe Clark, what his skills are, and then I can basically look it up. Again, this is just a prototype, and next time you can book a schedule with us too. It also directs us to a LinkedIn page as well, right? Another thing that we can do in this app is we can explore topics, and in these topics, you'll see basically a collection of topics of what the mentor knows, and you can see which mentors you can actually basically schedule or have a one-on-one session with. Next is, you can learn at your own pace. These are topics that you're interested, don't want to interact with people. We basically have like a 1 to 5 step guide on where you want to go at. Let's say you Google stuff. These are the key terms that you want to Google. Next is, you have, let's say, a chat interface where you can ask about Boeing or Microsoft or top leadership. And hopefully this works. Let's say we click that. It'll take a few seconds, and again, we have our, this is hooked up with a large language model that it should spit out. It should spit out, so I don't know. Again, a text that would, here we go. Yay, it works. So again, this is another tool to help the community or the users to basically learn through chat, and then we can actually integrate other stuff here as well. Next is, they can, we'll use this as a hub, basically as a platform to have a lot of different things for them to learn. Again, for example, this mouse exercise. It's basically just a website where you learn how to use the mouse, Or if you're a tech boomer, I don't know who are boomers here, where you can learn different technologies and how to interact with them, right? So these are external links that we could basically partner also with them. For example, with Microsoft Learn and Google Skills as well. And then lastly, we have the future works wherein if this work gets to be picked up and get to have donations so we can pay for servers, we'll enhance the personalized learning path wherein the users will track what types of skills they learn or which mentors they interact with so that next time they go in, they have a personalized content as well. Next is integrated social learning community. This is where we partner with meetup groups and other social community nonprofits in Seattle, okay? And lastly, to make it more engaging to our user, we'll add gamification and progress track. So that's it, and thank you so much for listening to our presentation. And we're open for questions. Thank you.
I'll start with the questions. So thank you for the presentations. So I checked your slide. You mentioned your app is going to supporting a AI-powered personalizing recommendation system. And so far, you only have the chatbot that's connecting to the LLM. So how do you convert to make that happen?
So again, if we were get to be picked, we'll have more resources to fund it, and to build that basically is we'll basically have a database, and again, we'll track user data, again, anonymously. We're not going to take their demographic data. We'll just see how they interact with their application, and then feed that to the LLM, large language model, and then so that we'll know this user wants this content more, and then we'll keep feeding that to that user.
So let me ask you this thing, okay? I know today I asked you the previous team same thing. So always hear how you can collect the data. First time when I saw yours, okay, I'm a CityU student. Great. I can have a real world experience in getting to somebody outside, looks like inside your matchmaking.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
The matchmaking means you need a community, right?
Yes.
You need a student. Student now, we are eager to learn. Okay, let's say we collect the data regularly, easily. How about your community? How they can join this system?
So at first we think that this project will be it's driven by like the community, so it's mostly voluntary. So the students are volunteers, and then when it comes to like the community, we're thinking of starting out with CityU first, and then once we test it here, and like we collect like what are like the pain points of like the actual app and all, and then that's when we put it out to the public, to the community, and we have to market it in a way that they can discover our app, and then basically so this is our testing plan, and then once it's out with the community, we want to open it like it's gonna be like for free first, and it's gonna be like a pay what you can model, so that whatever we gain from the whatever we gain from the app is going to be towards how to sustaining it. So that's what our plan. We want to test it first here in CityU before we put it out like in public, like in the community.
It looks like there's testing. Okay, I usually do this one as a student. What can I get? Just the knowledge?
We're inspired by the idea that all the students in CityU are also professionals. We have like knowledge as well, and then what we can get if we volunteer is we can connect with the startups. We can once I, for example, once I get my OPT, I'm connected with this startup or this business. I can help them, or maybe they can also like employ me or something like that. So it's mostly connections, networking, also having experience. And yeah, so it's like a community-driven kind of like business. So
Thank you. I appreciate it. Looks like I'm doing properly. How you can bring outside people into here? That was my question.
Will you basically utilize existing meetups that we have, and then start like onboarding them? Hey, we have this initiative. Could not even be the app yet. The initiative to bring things together. Like for example, the coding meetup that we have, like, and then the other things that we have external people like the Latinos in tech.
You will contact them.
Yeah, we partner with other nonprofits and other like organizations so that.
Yeah. I know I like the design also, and there is a good thing. Everything always practical. How you can get it. You are partner. Or users.
More questions, please?
Like, you know,
Yeah, thank you.
feedback and questions. Everyone gets the same. I thought you might want to get from the problem to the solution a little faster in the beginning, and then to the questions, maybe narrowing the audience and picking an audience, because it's pretty broad right now in terms of a target audience. So maybe you can even start with a certain type of audience, you know, whether it's a certain school or a certain type of demographic, and then expand from there if you want to do testing and piloting. That might work, you know, rather than the broad brush. And then maybe saying a little bit about how it ties into other CityU sites, like, because students use sites already, right? They're using some things internally, maybe externally, find out what they're typically using if you may already know. But just figuring out how this might integrate or complement what they're already using might be valuable. And all this could be for a future presentation or next step. And then a little bit more on maybe financials, like, yeah, just what it costs to build and acquire a customer, that kind of thing. And then how you would sell it, you know, because you might build it and feel like people will come, you know, that's the old phrase, build it and they'll come, but that usually doesn't happen, so how do you communicate and sell it and market it? You might have a little bit more on that. I know you say a little bit here, but just a little bit more detail about what you would do proactively to go drive it, sell it. Yeah, I think that's about it from me. You mentioned partnerships at the end, so you might just have an idea of future partnerships on the slides.
Thank you. Will Garvey as our project sponsor.
Well, just one last piece on scaling too, because
Yeah.
you mentioned scaling and maybe having a little more on that on the slides too, because it was starting within CityU and testing and piloting and then going outside of CityU.
Yeah.
I was originally just thinking this was CityU only.
Yeah, CityU only in the community, and if you think about scaling the product, it's just let the cloud deployment providers deal with that. In terms of like effort, humanly, it'll require more effort, but if we grab the community to come to our initiative, then we'll have other people help us as well.
We could have used this last quarter in the class. Michelle was in our class, so we had an outside nonprofit organization, and they needed Power BI expertise. And so we set up a relationship with this MPO, and had the class actually work on the project, and helped this person develop a grant management system. So I mean, this is really a neat idea. I mean, I like the use of personas. That's really good. But to Michael's point, I think we have a concept called total addressable market. So, and I think you hit on that, you know, the TAM concept. And then I love the demo that we actually got to see it. That's pretty cool, and it made it work. You know, I also like the fact they had a YouTube video back.
Oh yeah, because the demo gods doesn't.
Gotta have it back.
No demo gremlins.
You never know.
It's called in Microsoft. Demo gremlins.
Demo gods. You have to, you know, bow down to supplication. And then Michael hit this one a little bit too, but I was thinking about LinkedIn, I was thinking about Khan Academy, I was thinking about Teams. This could really sit on top of, you know, those platforms too. You know, again, you've got your communities there, so there could be a partnership, a strategic partnership.
You know, like what CityU does, bridging the gap, you know, for lifelong learners, that's our plan as well, because we have a lot of amazing students in faculty, we have the skills, but we just couldn't connect with the community, right? We just need that path.
And then like we mentioned, like the time frame is just 2 years. So when we graduate, there's still students who can also volunteer, so the app can still stay, so that the project is still
And
there.
we want to make sure, you know, everything that we learn, whether it fails or success, we basically hand it over to some new organization so that it doesn't get lost.
Were you saying also, maybe I heard wrong, but that it could also keep containing the alumni?
Yeah, yes.
An alumni network?
Yes, and we'll keep it active.
Because we struggle with that, it sounds like.
Yes, you're right. Because especially a lot of our alumni are online learners. That's why it's a struggle to have that connection.
Yeah, because you mentioned only 2 years, but maybe beyond it could be helpful for the students as well as the alumni.
Also, yours will be open source.
It is.
Nice work, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. And we'll give the judges a few minutes to tabulate the scores, and we'll invite the team number 3 to come up when they're ready. Okay, would you like the microphone?
Yeah, do you hear me? Am I going to see the presentation? Like, how are we going, or share the screen?
Hello everyone, sorry for the technical delay. Yeah. Good evening and thank you for joining us today. My name is Keerthi Thirupalli and I'm here with Megha and Valeria. So before diving into the presentation, I would like to ask a question to everyone. So have you ever felt lost or overwhelmed or sheer panic when during the first week of university? Anyone? Exactly. Yeah, right? Yeah, me too. So that's exactly what we're aiming for to help with. So Campus Compass is designed to ensure that no student is left out or unsupported. So we're excited to present you Campus Compass, the Student Communication Forum. So our platform is designed to ensure and to empower international students to to ensure international students to empower here at City University of Seattle by providing enough resources and support. So our idea is simple yet powerful. So it helps students to navigate and thrive in their university journey. So let's begin by looking at the problem that inspired Campus Compass. So international students will face several challenges when they arrive. Just think about it. You're entering a new country and often alone, and everything seems unfamiliar. And students struggle to adjust to the new academic systems, finding housing, and adjust to the new cultural differences. So again, it's just not about academics. It's about finding support system and building a new community. So and also for online students, they don't get enough chance to speak with their they find it hard to speak with their peers and also communicate with their instructors. So we thought for ourselves, how can we make this transformation smoother? How can we provide a bridge that connects students, with the university, and each other. So how can we make this infotainment? Megha, would you answer that?
That's where campus compass comes into picture. So let me, so from Kirti's points, you would have already understood who our target audience are. Of course, it's university students. So students, when they join the college, they'll be overwhelmed. They'll have lots of questions in their mind. May it be academic, accommodation, or any other. They'll not know whom to ask, or they'll be confused, they'll be stuck. It may be new students, current students, or upcoming students in the future. They can use the platform, get the real practical experiences from peers, from professors, or from the management who have already been in their shoes, and they can help each other in the forum. It not only benefits the students, it also benefits the professors, the management, the peer advisors, and everyone, as it reduces their time, because they can manage their time, they can save their time to avoid duplicate questions from the students, and there'll be a question answer in one integrated forum where everyone can view. So I'll move to our key features of our application. Let me take an example. So I was searching for an MBA student to participate in the pitch competition, but I didn't know whom to ask, whom to contact. We researched a lot for 2 weeks, and then we found our partner. But if we have an integrated forum where I can log into my current City University account, and there I go to the forum, I already look out if someone else has asked this question. If someone else is looking for a partner in their project, then I search my question using the key features, and if it is already present, I already get my answer without wasting anyone's time. But if the question is not already addressed, I create a new post, and once I create a new post, the notification is automatically sent to the City University community, and anyone can go there and they can provide their answers. And so by this, we are building a strong community, helping each other by joining hands. We are bridging the gap between all departments, all forums, and it's the online and offline students and everyone. So I'll pass it on to Valeria. Thank you.
I want you all guys to imagine a platform where every CityU student feels truly connected, supported, empowered in a single space where questions get answers. Resources are at your fingertips, and meaningful connections happen every day. That's our vision behind CityU Student Communication Forum. Now, why is it essential? Firstly, this forum acts as centralized resource hub, so no more jumping between departments or waiting for answers. Also, this forum will transform engagement. We know that with a strong sense of belonging, it's essential for students and to have success. When students feel connected, they're motivated, their platform will be better, and they'll thrive this. And finally, we're ensuring digital accessibility and inclusivity. This means that tailored support for international students bring cultural, academic gaps all in one and getting together. The next slide, please. Yeah, you're on. The next one. Okay, yeah, thank you. The City University Student Forum is not just an investment, it's a loud punch, and it's transforming students' engagement and retention. Imagine with only $1,500,000 upfront, we'll create this platform that scales into like Coursera's with $30,000 yearly budget by hosting and supporting. Our staffing rate will be impactful by $30,000 for part-time for moderators and $5,000 for training, plus student internships and volunteer roles that can make us save money. This has a huge return, but we can also use CityU's platform, which already exists, and this will be like a game changer because we can like reduce this cost to 60%, and if we also add like internal internships with CityU students that can also be able to practice their knowledge, this will be a lot easier and also reduce costs. We can have this for two options. Make this a differentiator for CityU, or we can also sell this program to other universities, making this investment become bigger. And instead of them spending all that money that I mentioned in the table, they're going to spend less. It's going to be cheaper, and we're going to use our program that we already have, and it's another resource CityU can use for other investments. Our vision for the future is with AI-powered questions and answers, personalized guidance, alumni networking, and instant resources that will make CityU a good stand in student support. And for the future engagement, here is going to take the lead.
Yep. That's it. Thank you, Valeria. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Any questions?
I'll start with the first questions. I think my first question is, how does this solution competing with what is already exists? So it seems like the problem statement you are asking for a student club that providing all the answers that we can get for free. Why we need to building a program for?
So for now, as of now, I don't see any forum. I don't see a means of communication that can happen among variety of classes in CityU. So as we just said an example. So for this competition only, we didn't know how to contact an SBM student, how to we wanted to join in this competition, but we didn't find any means to communicate with them. And also in our classmate, there a small example. There's one girl who is new to America, and she don't know who to ask, how to find a house, or if there is any vacancy in anybody's accommodation to join. So I thought these are problems can just be solved. But we need just a common platform. So we can just introduce a forum where anybody can post anything and any free anything. Whatever you name it, you can have it. It helps people connect.
And we avoid confusion and repetitive questions. Even for the advisors, they'll have a lot of questions for visas, CPTs, OPTs, or even related to courses, mentoring. If they've already completed the course or capstone, they'll have a platform to guide others if they have any questions. And instead of sending personal emails on Teams or using Outlook to professors or anyone else, students, if they have common questions, it's already addressed in the forum. Just visit and you will get your answers.
Maybe my second question is I'm asking for a school of business. So I see your financial aspect. I see a lot of costs that you are requesting, but how are you gonna generate revenue for this program?
How are we going to what?
How are you going to generating the revenue? Because you say
well, there is like two forms. Well, one, we're going to reduce students drop off, because we have seen that a lot of students will drop off because they don't feel integrated, or because they don't understand, or they don't feel like that belonging. So we're going to reduce the drop off. We're also going to attract new students, because for new students, it'll be very attractive to be able to, know that they're going to have a support and have any questions. And also for graduated students, it can help as a resource to be able to reach out to other students, also give them work, giving more connections, and it will be able to do that. And also if we decide the part that I mentioned, that we use this platform for other universities and we sell it, there's going to be way more profit, or we can leave it for just ourselves and be only CityU has this. So it depends on how we want to sell it to.
Yeah, so basically there's a lot of potential to scale up, to expand the program coverage. Thank you.
Yes, we also inquired with other universities within Washington. We didn't see anyone
It's a game changer.
I think a really nice job on the, setting up the problem. There really is a problem here, in terms of the adaptation, new students coming here and learning, not just adapting to City University, but adapting to Seattle.
Yes.
And all the finding shelter and all these things. So wonderful job establishing the problem. I think one thing that would be helpful is to think a little bit further about some of the distinctive, elements in terms of the features of your product. I'm trying to, when I hear you talking about this, I'm kind of going back and forth between like Pathify that we have internally here, or SharePoint site, or Teams, and how this existing technology may be, repurposed or used to solve the problem that you're trying to find out. In other words, are you prescribing that you build this platform from scratch, or you?
No, we are already having the dashboard and the bright space within the City University.
Oh, we got it in Brightspace. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
just
It's in the
introduce a
LMS. I
new
missed
forum
that. Okay.
tab, and any student who has the CityU email
Okay.
address will be able to access.
I see. Okay. Because the other way I was going with this too is that your idea about expanding to other universities is a great idea too, because all of them are starting to attend international students and that kind of thing. So you would have to go down to Brightspace and have those universities that have Brightspace in order to take this forward. Okay. But yeah, I think just a little bit more focus on the feature sets, and maybe even a demo would be helpful too.
We have just put the screenshot of the POC.
So you can see like how it will be visualized in the same platform.
So here, this is our existing City University dashboard. Here are the existing one. We'll introduce a new forum, and this will open forum. It's a simple UI where they can just post a new post. They can add the text and post, and anyone else can comment. And if they want to search, if it's already posted, if the discussion is already done, then use the keywords and do the search, so that their question is already answered before even posting it. And already we get the notifications from Brightspace when any announcement is done to our emails, Outlook emails. So that will follow the same. Whenever anyone posts, the other CityU community students will get the email saying this is posted, and it's the same for the reply and the comments.
Like we just use the existing resources, but to build a new
Okay, I missed that part too. If you take it to other universities, charge them a lot of money up front, so it's free to CityU and recoup all our costs.
There you go.
Yeah, we are actually reducing the cost. No more like extra cost for CityU.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes, I have two questions. Always the same question. All of you present here, I'm not challenging your application, but I'm challenging how it can be practical. Let's say you go to the Brightspace, right? And then now think over this coming. How do you assume student will come to your firm? That's my first question. Because according to my experience, we have a similar system. Student didn't come. Okay. Second one also, I saw your technology, Java and MVC. And also this one usually behind. They will not allow anybody to update it behind some program. This one does not have any intelligence. So why you chose that technology? How you can bring the people to the forum? Okay. You can create an application, but nobody comes, then it does not work. Second, you saw that your technology, you never talk about generative AI. That means in order to have a very good recommendation, you want to develop very advanced chat box. Student come, they can see information. You want to give a very good recommendation, right? Even not only what student said, also you already go to what existing one, go there, and then you want to provide a very good feedback using a generative AI technology. I didn't see that one. Yeah.
Yes. So coming to the generative AI, this is just the initial setup to get it working, and the future scope is including the AI response before anyone else, any other student or professor response to the question. We'll include the AI response to the post before anyone else, so that it's already addressed before waiting for any other reply. That will be the next steps.
How you can bring the people to the job board.
For that, Brightspace and dashboard, it's like whoever's studying is always onto that. If you want to do a Muddy's point, you have to come to Brightspace. If you want to do a concept debate, you have to do that. Quiz, HOS, anything, you come to the CityU desktop, you just have to click the Brightspace for sure. So let's say, how are we going to make it more interactive? Like, how are we wanting everybody to click on that forum tab? It's that any information we start rather than like, okay, rather than sending mails, we have a forum where, let's say the set pitch competition. How are we going to do? How did we get to know that? So like setting survey, send a mail to everyone. So if you open a mail, you have to scroll through that. Oh, I got a mail. So let's say a forum, you just go there. Okay, guys, there is the set pitch competition. You just post it. Whoever is interested can come in there. If you want to form a group, you come in there. It's like that. You just have to give one purpose. An event, and information. So information is all that circulates here, right? All that we need. So we just make sure that you post information. Okay, where is the information? Forum is it.
Just a couple other thoughts. Yeah, I was just reading down my list. Sometimes with the panels, you hear the same thing over and over from different people, or they all have the same notes. So it's just a good thing to hear those commonalities, because then you can update your presentation for next time, because it's probably something that people want to hear more about. That's for all the teams, I think. But I thought you had a great opening, with the question you asked. And then I also had the question about how it works with other sites. So maybe that was a common question for us. Integration with CityU, you went through that, so maybe a little bit more in the main presentation about how that worked would help. Thought maybe starting small with an international group as a pilot would help. Prioritizing key features was asked. That I had that note as well, and I had a financials note. so we're all kind of hitting upon the same things that maybe you could emphasize a little more. And then I thought this might tie really well, because it's an upfront investment that then pays off with a return for CityU by retaining students. That this could tie into some of the retention and persistence goals that CityU has. And I spent time at a meeting earlier today for about an hour and a half, 2 hours talking about that and trying to figure that out. So you probably didn't know that, but you could look at what CityU is caring about and how they want to make the student experience better, and how we all are really striving for persistence and retention of students, because we want them to succeed and get a great education. So you could tie it into some CityU goals that would strengthen it as well. And then just ending with a bang. It kind of dropped off, and you said thank you pretty quickly, but it's a chance to tie it all together and maybe have an ask of the audience and just put a bow around it at the end, tying it maybe back to the beginning, your opening question about the pain that people suffered when they first started at the university, and how this would head it off, some sort of emotional wrap a bow around it kind of conclusion. And then a little more on AI I wrote down too. So a little bit more about how the AI will work was a good question that I asked. But overall really good. All this constructive again. All the teams get feedback, but hopefully it's valuable from a learning perspective.
All right, thank you all of our teams for presenting this. Very fantastic, a lot of great ideas. We're gonna go ahead and take a break for a good maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. We're gonna let our judges tabulate the scores. We're gonna also add everything up and announce who's the winner. Go ahead and get some more snacks in the back, and then we'll probably meet back here. Bill will be helping us with the sponsorship for a gift card prize for the winners. So we're gonna do for the first place team is gonna get a $100 gift card. The second place team will get a $75 gift card, and a third place team will get a $50 gift card. So, thank you very much. clap your tongue for that. We appreciate it. I think we would have had a lot more people attending and pitching if they knew they were going to win some money. Okay. All right, so we have third place for the $50 gift card is we have Team 3 with 327 points. Congratulations. And in second place, we have Team 1 with 353 points for the $75 gift card. Thank you very much. And that means our winner is Team 2 at 362 points. So close. Only a few points margin. But there we go. So Team 2, congratulations. You're the winner of the first annual Net Impacts set competition. So thank you very much for joining. And don't go anywhere. We have certificates of participation for each of you. So we're going to announce those right now. So I think, Anna, do you have or do I have them? I think I have them. Maybe Anna, you can help me out. Okay, there you go. All right, so the first up is Yvonne Rosas. Was she the one that was online?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get that to her a little bit later. Kirti Kapali, yeah? Okay, congratulations. Huh? Oh, do you want to call them up? Oh, we have some gift bags for you too. For everyone? Okay, yes. Yeah, come on. Yes, come on. And we have gift bags for you too. So, yeah, come on up. You can be on this side because they're going to be coming from there. Okay, Mega Narendra Sima. Yeah, sorry. All right, there you go. There's a card there. All right, Lin Nguyen. Oh, we're taking a picture. All right, Lin Nguyen. Yeah, that's you. I don't know the other one. On, we. Thank you so much for participating. The awkward part of the show. All right. Jacob Blazek, or is it Jakub? I can call you Jacob. Yeah. Okay, Min, get Min. Here you go.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, you gotta go. Yeah, get.
Oh, group photo. Good.
Team photo.
How do you divide the gift card? $75. Please do not have a sitting one, okay?
They're gonna do arm wrestling. All right, Clark, no.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This is going to be divided by 2.
No, that's the same.
Don't forget your bag.
I'm ready.
Whoa.
Yeah, the first prize gets a little bit more in their bag. And Christina Mano. Very cool. And then a group 1.
Can we have all the judges? I know you guys do stretch, right? So can you come up to picture with us? Yeah.
They want a decoration.
Yes. We need more handsome guys in the back, you know. So we'll be handsome and beautiful. Thank you.
all the others.
Don't go.
How about everybody come up?
Over the yeah, per team.
Yeah, we'll use the team too. Yeah.
You want per team?
Can we do, I don't know.
And then we'll do everybody.
No, you stand up.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Which camera should I? Any.
Look straight ahead.
And then let's get the third team over here.
Then you want everyone?
Oh, everybody, yes. Everybody come here. No, you don't have to stand. Stand up. Oh, be small, everybody. Come.
I'm tall, I can be in the back.
Yeah, we can see this side. Don't worry. Yeah, we can close here.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, Net Impact.
Thank you.
We also have some certificates of thank you for our judges as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so here we go. So, this one's for Professor Scanza. Here you go.
Yeah.
There's one. Yay. And then we've got one for
Thank you so
John.
much.
Thank you so much. And then here's one for Carol. Very good. And then here you go.
Okay, hello everybody. Today I'm so delighted to see this one, okay? That's why actually I asked Javi, hey Javi, what do you need? Oh, do you have any small budget? Can you spot me? He never asked me. Today I took the free copy and everything. Then later I asked him, hey, do you have any monetary award? He said, no. Okay, our school can spot this one this time. Next time, School of Dean or beginning But I will do this. All of us students, okay? First, any this topic, it can be your capstone, or it can be your group project. Also, all of us, I know Clark, some of the system we worked together. Also, the other group, me, you did what? Long short-term memory, right? Also, last one, you see the very good forum, right? All of them, as long as you apply the generative AI, we studied this one, I presented this one conference, Clark and our team, we developed. Any team, I can see my research group student. Also, we want to bring this kind of things again, especially company spotted kind of hackathon. Also, I want to bring. Also, this month we are starting graduate research competition for who are taking capstone. We want to spot their the tuition. Especially students who are taking winter, they are qualified $1,000. Who donated? You are student who graduate here. Because of that, I'm very glad to be here because Michael and I also, we are talking about AI Hub. Would you show your dream in
Sure. I don't know if you've heard this idea yet, but we're exploring an innovation hub where you can do startup businesses, or you can be a company that's working on their next product, so entrepreneurism. And then the third aspect is really a lot of what you were driving, which is social entrepreneurism. And so a lot of your work we think could fold into that hub. And we continue to do these pitch competitions like you did today and hackathons. You know, Sam and I have talked about this to really fuel excitement about taking these electives that would then be a part of this hub. So there'd be an elective on using AI to create a product or service. And then there'd be a second elective on wrapping a venture plan, a business plan around that product or service. And the third one would be more about team and org development that you need to scale a business. And so there'd be a certificate after those three electives, but it'd be part of your degree already. You know, you just sign up for these electives. But we think that may generate some excitement, draw some students, and get people excited. But anyway, for this, I just wanted to come back and say congratulations. These are really good pitches. Well, each idea is really good. You should keep developing them. And I just see each time you pitch, you get some feedback and you keep iterating, and it just gets tighter and tighter, and more focused and more fleshed out, and meets all the criteria better each time you do it. you all had really good delivery skills too, I just want to say, because I've seen pitches all over the place at UW and Stanford and UN, and you all, did really well with your presentation skills, and that's tough because people struggle with that, and you did a really great job. So not only did you have a good concept, you married business and technology, you also delivered it well. So congratulations.
Also, Harvey and your team, thank you so much.
Yes, Harvey and Impact team.
Net Impact.
Yes.
And if you're in our Net Impact student group, please stand up.
Yes, thank you. Big round of applause. Great idea and concept. Really good work.
Great. Now I can go to the China. I have to go here.